Welcome back to another This Week in Warframe. This is going to be for the week of August 3rd through the 10th, and this is where we rapid fire off everything that's happening this week in Warframe, so you know exactly what to do. I got all the news on the upcoming things for this week, including the Prime Resurgence, the Dog Days event, the double Affinity weekends, and I believe Borrow is coming this weekend too. Also, if you guys are interested in when the drops are happening, you can join me on Twitch and type !drops in my chat. When you see it in the title, that means I have the schedule updated for this week, and you can find out where all the drops are happening this coming week. Checking out Bird's Shiny Treasures, we see he's got an Amber Archon Shard. Deep Archimedia this week is going to be an Exterminate, Alchemy, and Assassination. Temporal Archimedia is going to be an Exterminate, Defense, and Assassination. The Coda Weapons current rotation is the Catabalist, which is Radiation 57.9% heat. That's fantastic. We have a Hemo, which is 25% magnetic. A Mire, 52.9% radiation. That's not bad. Toxin, 27.1% Motivore. The Pox is 32.5% Toxin. The Sporothrix is 28.6% Impact. And the Torxica is 52.9% Cold. Also not bad. For the month of April, we are looking at rewards of an Aroken Catalyst Blueprint versus an Emerald Archon Shard. Then we have a Riven versus an Arcane. For May, we have an Exilus Weapon Adapter Blueprint versus an Arcane. Then we have a Forma versus a double Arcane pack. And then for June, we have an Aroken Reactor Blueprint versus a Forma. And then an Exilus Weapon Adapter Blueprint versus an Exilus Warframe Adapter. If we check the in-game market, we can see that we have Equinox and Wukong Prime currently available for you guys to farm out. We also have the weapons that they came along with. We also want to talk about the event that's coming up, the Dog Days of Summer event. Now, there's a lot of changes that are happening with this event, so I'm looking forward to it actually this time, because it seems like there's a lot of things that are going to make it much better and less painful to play through. Here's what we have to expect. Many returning items in the shop will receive discounts. Several adjustments made to the Soaktron, including increased clip size, rate of fire, projectile range, and improvements to reloading. The Soaktron now has a standard ammo pool, meaning you're not going to have to replenish it at refill stations, and it comes equipped with the perfect reload mechanic, meaning you can speed it up if you time the reload correctly. The Lob Blobs have a higher damage output and damage radius. Floaty of Fury alerts will appear every weekend in August, each offering additional 175 Nakak Pearls upon initial completion. Now, as far as the new free items, there's going to be the 2025 Dog Days Lisette poster, the 2025 Dog Days Sigil, and the new Dog Days Noodletron Hammer Skin. Dog Days is set to return this year on August 6th, which I believe is this Wednesday at 11 a.m. We're also going to have a 2x Affinity weekend, August 7th, starting at 11 a.m., and that's going to run until August 11th at 11 a.m., and if you get an Affinity booster on top of that, you will have 4x Affinity, which is insane. Imagine leveling your Warframes and weapons, Necromechs, whatever, at 4x the speed. That's wonderful. The current events tab, we have 10 days and 15 hours left for Thermia Fractures. Reminder to do the weekly Iatan treasure hunt with Maru. We look at the invasions. We have a Strun Wraith Receiver versus a Snipetron Vandal stock. We also have a Dara Vandal stock versus a Carrick Wraith Receiver. The sortie today is going to be a Rescue, Hijack, and Mobile Defense. And the Archon is going to be a Sabotage, an Excavation, and a Showdown. I also believe we have invasions for Steel Path. Hijack, Assassination, Defense, Sabotage, Assassination, and Exterminate. If we check out what Nora has, the usual permanent weeklies, plus we have to eliminate a Tusk Thumper Doma in the Plains of Eidolon, collect 20 different types of resources, play Ollie's Crash Course, and complete a race. Complete 3 Railjack missions, and today's daily is eliminating 150 enemies with radiation damage. If we check out the credit offerings that Nora has this week, we are looking at mods of Sentient Barrage for the Batacore, Shield Disruption, Wild Frenzy for the Grakata, Infested Impotence, Pistol Scavenger, Metamorphic Magazine for the Gorgon, Rifle Scavenger, Energy Siphon, Enemy Radar, Holster Amp, Volatile Variants for the Sporothrix, EMP Aura, Napalm Grenades for the Penta, and Loot Detector. And I certainly recommend either grabbing Loot Detector, Energy Siphon, or even Enemy Radar. All these should sell pretty easily in Trade Chat if you're looking for extra platinum. We scroll down, we notice, she has a color palette this week, it looks like. You guys can grab that if you don't have it already. We also have a Purging Slash for Excalibur, Prism Guard for Mirage, and Power of 3 for Ivara. And checking out the circuit on Steel Path this week, we will see that we have Incarnate adapters for the Bow, the Latron, the Furus, the Furax, and the Strun. Personally, this Latron, and my Latron build's so good. You guys can look that up on the channel. Very, 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 very good build. We also have, if you have those already, you can scroll over, grab a Rifle, Pistol, Melee Riven, or even 20,000 Kuva. And for normal circuit, we're looking at choices between Nidus, Octavia, and Taro. Checking out a Cthus and seeing what she has this week, we are looking at a Magus Agress for 10 Pathos Clamps, Exilus Warframe Adapter for 20, Secondary Arcane Adapter for 25 Pathos Clamps, a Shotgun Riven Mod, and a Rifle Riven Mod for 15 Pathos Clamps. If we check out Teshin and Steel Path Honors this week, we have a Veiled Riven Cipher for 20 Steel Essence, and we also have a Rifle Riven Mod for 75 Steel Essence. And if we see what this traffic cone has this week, we are going to browse this merchandise to see he's got a Tenant Ferox, 47.8% heat. We have a Tenant Grigori, 47.5% impact. Tenant Livia with 25.4% impact. Tenant Exec, 28.5% magnetic. And a Tenant Agendus, 56.3% heat. This is the one to get. One more fusion and it is maxed. How much platinum have you made since you've become a Patreon?
Over 100K.
45K.
60, 70,000.
20,000.
What's the most amount of platinum you've made in a week?
12K.
Probably about 5,000.
5,400.
Probably 8K.
What's the most amount of platinum you've made in a day?
5,400.
Day was probably 4K.
Probably about 3,000.
2K.
What's your favorite method of making platinum that you've learned from me?
Mostly just flipping ribbons and selling warframes.
Probably arbitrations.
Selling sets of Warframes.
I enjoy Zeramon the most.
Imagine how much time and money they've saved. You know where the links are. Reminder to stop by the Chrysalith on the Zeramon and visit Archimede and Yanta for your 35,000 Kuva. Then you can travel to Iron Wake on Earth and visit Paladino for your 2 Rivens, your 35,000 Kuva, and your 150,000 credits. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and stop by my Twitch channel where you can get free drops when they are community-wide, also free rewards I do all the time anyway. And make sure you check out your Invigorations this week and see what you got. Thank you so much for hanging out, I will see you in the next one.